it's kooky, and it seems like they're just leaning into it. Like there's no course correction at all. Just leaning into the kooky.
Yeah.
It's fun times.
Weird.
It's so weird. It really is like the whole country's hypnotized. And I just think this is a perfect storm of things that are happening.
It's no secret that the world of Hollywood and the entertainment industry is filled with its fair share of mystery, intrigue, and scandal. But when tech mogul Elon Musk, the man who's reshaped industries with Tesla, SpaceX, and his acquisition of X, dropped a cryptic tweet suggesting that there may be thousands of hours of footage connecting music mogul Sean Diddy Combs to Jeffrey Epstein, the internet exploded with speculation. What exactly did Musk mean? Was he hinting at a deeper, darker network of connections among the elite? And more importantly, why now?
So I would imagine if you're the CIA, you're like, okay, we're looking for people who have gone through these things in their life that have curated this kind of like personality type.
Well, isn't it just like part of the gig? Like here's a for instance, like your bit about Puffy.
Imagine walking into Diddy's mansion. At first glance, it's everything you'd expect from one of the music industry's most iconic figures. A sprawling estate, lavish decor, and sense of success that screams self-made billionaire. But if Musk's tweet holds even a shred of truth, one can't help but wonder about the secrets that house may hold. Musk's statement wasn't just a passing comment. It felt deliberate, like a puzzle piece being placed into a much larger picture. And it wasn't just about Diddy. Musk's remarks seemed to pull back the curtain on the hidden forces of power and influence that operate in the shadows of Hollywood and beyond.
Exactly. You're just like, it's there. I mean, it's not just there. It's everywhere. My news feed is dominated by it. Fox News, CNN, everyone. There's raids at Diddy's house.
For context, Sean Diddy Combs isn't just a name in music, he's a brand, an empire. Known for hits that defined generations and for launching Bad Boy Records, which gave the world artists like the Notorious B.I.G., Diddy has always been a symbol of success. But his empire didn't stop at music. Fashion, luxury beverages, media, Diddy built a multi-industry legacy with his name at the center of it all. The man who once declared, "Can't stop, won't stop," lived up to his own mantra, becoming one of the wealthiest figures in entertainment. Yet, beneath the surface of this glittering success story lies a web of connections that raises eyebrows. Over the years, Diddy has built relationships with some of the most powerful players across industries, from business leaders to politicians to Hollywood elites. And while networking is par for the course in such circles, the allegations swirling around Diddy in recent years have cast a shadow over his carefully curated image. With accusations ranging from coercive behavior to hosting controversial parties, these claims have left many wondering how deep the rabbit hole goes and how many people knew about what was happening behind closed doors.
I think it's over.
You think it's over?
I think it's over for him as like a figure in entertainment.
Right. But do you think it's over as him as far as
jail?
like he gets a cell right next to R. Kelly?
I don't think so.
Enter Jeffrey Epstein, a name synonymous with scandal, manipulation, and one of the most infamous blackmail operations in modern history. Epstein, a financier whose connections reached the highest levels of power, was at the center of a web that brought together politicians, business magnates, and celebrities. His private island and infamous flight logs became the stuff of both headlines and conspiracy theories. Epstein's alleged methods were chilling, exploiting vulnerabilities, collecting compromising material on influential figures, and using that leverage to maintain control. It's a strategy that left powerful people either complicit or silent, fueling whispers of a hidden network that operated beyond the public's gaze.
There's people on both sides, right? There's the people on the right that are trying to nail the people that are on the left with this. There's people that are journalists that are trying to nail the people that were involved in this.
This is it,
And they've managed to keep that list from coming out, which shows you how powerful certain people are. That should show you a lot. That should be terrifying.
Now, imagine the possibility that Diddy's name appears in connection with Epstein's. Musk's tweet didn't explicitly confirm this, but the implication was enough to reignite speculation. Could there really be compromising footage linking these two figures? And if so, what does it reveal? The idea of thousands of hours of footage suggests something far more extensive than a few isolated incidents. It hints at a systematic operation, a network of elites whose actions have been hidden behind layers of wealth, influence, and secrecy. While the connection between Musk and Diddy might seem surprising to some, it's important to note that the two have crossed paths in both business and social circles. Diddy was reportedly one of the investors in Musk's acquisition of X, formerly known as Twitter. Their relationship wasn't just professional, though. Musk himself has referred to Diddy as a good friend in the past. So when Musk shared an article detailing the allegations against Diddy and asked how many people in music and entertainment knew about this, it wasn't just a question, it was a statement. It was Musk signaling that even he, someone who once shared a friendly rapport with Diddy, was now questioning the integrity of those connections.
That's what people were saying, and maybe everybody's a conspiracy theorist now, but that's what people were saying about the Diddy situation. Like when the feds rolled up, with the Hummers and shit, they're like, it wasn't about Diddy, it was about if there were tapes of powerful people there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
They were the ones that called. They're like, I need to protect myself, so go in there with all the things and rip any tapes or any evidence.
The timing of Musk's tweet is also worth noting. Diddy's legal troubles have been mounting, with allegations of orchestrating controversial gatherings, exerting control over others, and engaging in behavior that has shocked even the most jaded observers. These claims have led to multiple lawsuits and criminal charges, painting a picture of someone whose actions go far beyond the public persona of a music mogul. For someone like Musk, who has positioned himself as a disruptor and truth teller, the opportunity to weigh in on such a high-profile scandal was likely too significant to pass up.
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff, they were there to delete everything. Like the real people that were in there,
Oh,
like
that's
the same
funny.
thing with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny.
But Musk's tweet wasn't just about Diddy. It was about Hollywood as a whole. It was about the culture of silence that has allowed individuals like Epstein to operate unchecked for years. Musk's words were a direct challenge to the entertainment industry, a call to action that demanded answers. Who knew? Who stayed silent? And why? The entertainment world has long been criticized for its tendency to protect its own, often at the expense of accountability. Musk's tweet cut through that silence, forcing a conversation that many would rather avoid.
Of course. There's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers.
The implications of Musk's statement reach far beyond Hollywood. If there is indeed footage linking influential figures to questionable activities, the fallout could be seismic. It could expose not just individual actions, but systemic issues within elite circles. And for Musk, a man who thrives on challenging the status quo, this controversy is yet another opportunity to position himself as someone unafraid to speak truth to power, even if that truth is wrapped in rumors and speculation. As the story unfolds, one can't help but wonder about Musk's motives. Is he genuinely trying to bring transparency to a world shrouded in secrecy, or is this part of a larger strategy to distance himself from potential fallout? After all, Musk's tweet wasn't just a random comment. It was a calculated move, in a game where the stakes are incredibly high. Whether he's a whistleblower or a master manipulator, one thing is certain: Musk's words have ignited a fire that won't be extinguished anytime soon.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
And what about Diddy? For someone who has spent decades building a legacy, these allegations represent more than just a legal battle. They're a direct challenge to his identity, his reputation, and his place in the world of entertainment. The question now is whether Diddy can weather this storm, or if the weight of these accusations will ultimately bring his empire crashing down. As for Hollywood, the silence is deafening. While some figures have distanced themselves from Diddy, others remain conspicuously quiet. This lack of vocal opposition raises uncomfortable questions about complicity and the unspoken rules of an industry that thrives on connections and loyalty. Musk's criticism of figures like Jennifer Lopez, who has publicly supported Diddy in the past, underscores the broader issue of accountability, or the lack thereof, among the elite. The saga surrounding Elon Musk's cryptic remarks and Sean Diddy Combs' spiraling legal troubles feels like a blockbuster movie that only gets more intense with each revelation. If the first part of this story set the stage with Musk dropping his bombshell tweet and a glimpse into the questionable connections between powerful elites, the second part dives deeper into the tangled relationships, silent complicity, and what some are calling Hollywood's hidden playbook. This isn't just about two men. It's about an entire system built on secrecy, power, and the fear of exposure.
Caligula.
Okay, so then there's the question. It's like, can you take a completely normal person, give them power, and then they become that? Or does it take a power-hungry person that has this void that needs to be filled, and then when they are given that power, you see the worst version of them?
Ask your CIA boy. I bet he's got the answers. I bet he knows the exact formula.
To corrupting somebody,
Yeah.
or to...
What happens? Like what happens to these people?
Let's pick up where we left off. Musk's growing distance from Diddy. It wasn't so long ago that these two titans of their respective industries were seen rubbing shoulders at high-profile events. Musk, the tech visionary who has launched rockets into space and revolutionized transportation, and Diddy, the music mogul whose name is synonymous with pop culture dominance. seemed like an unlikely but intriguing pairing. Their professional connection was cemented when Diddy reportedly became one of the investors in Musk's acquisition of X, formerly known as Twitter. But their camaraderie wasn't limited to business. They were spotted together at events like West's infamous Donda experience, giving the impression that the two were more than just casual acquaintances.
Rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
However, as Diddy's legal troubles mounted, Musk's tone shifted dramatically. The man who once referred to Diddy as a good friend is now openly questioning the rapper's connections and the broader entertainment industry's silence. Musk's October 2024 tweet, where he asked how many people in music and entertainment knew about this, was more than a casual observation. It was a calculated strike. By publicly distancing himself from Diddy, Musk sent a clear message. He wasn't going to let past associations tarnish his carefully curated image as a disruptor and truth-teller. But what's truly fascinating is how Musk's tweet exposed the entertainment industry's collective silence. Hollywood has long been a place where whispers of scandal rarely see the light of day, where loyalty and self-preservation often take precedence over accountability. The allegations against Diddy, ranging from coercive behavior to orchestrating controversial gatherings, are not just shocking but also deeply unsettling. Yet, the response from Hollywood's elite has been muted at best. Many of Diddy's former collaborators and associates have remained conspicuously quiet, leading to speculation about who knew what and when.
He will be sued, and I say will be because nothing has been filed yet, by at least 120 people in the next 30 days.
Take Jennifer Lopez, for example, the pop icon and actress who famously dated Diddy in the late 1990s, has been vocal about her political views and social causes. But when it comes to the allegations against her former partner, her silence has been deafening. During an October 2024 rally for U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris, Lopez passionately criticized former President Donald Trump. But Musk wasn't having it. In an interview with Joe Rogan, Musk called out Lopez for not addressing the allegations against Diddy. J-Lo was like his ex-girlfriend, and now she's warning people against Trump? How many people did she warn about Diddy? Musk quipped. The comment hit a nerve, sparking debates about selective outrage and the entertainment industry's willingness to protect its own.
Speak with impunity about the Illuminati because I know who you would have to be in order for what I'm saying to bother you, number one.
Right.
Number two, I know your big secret. I know that you're not the Illuminati, I am. So
Lopez isn't the only celebrity under scrutiny. Other high-profile figures who have attended Diddy's infamous gatherings, some of which have been described as extravagant and even outlandish, are now facing questions about their complicity. Usher, who once shared a close relationship with Diddy, has been noticeably quiet on the matter. Interestingly, Usher's X account mysteriously had several posts deleted, leading to speculation that he might be distancing himself from the scandal. Meanwhile, Megan Fox wiped her Instagram clean, triggering rumors about her potential involvement or knowledge of events tied to Diddy. Even Khloe Kardashian, known for her candidness, once described attending one of Diddy's parties as an experience where half the people there were naked. While her comment was likely made in jest, it has resurfaced amid the escalating allegations, adding fuel to the fire.
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
These responses, or lack thereof, highlight a troubling pattern. Hollywood's silence isn't just about protecting individual reputations, it's about preserving an entire ecosystem. The entertainment industry thrives on connections, and breaking rank can come with severe consequences. Speaking out against someone as influential as Diddy could mean burning bridges, losing opportunities, or being blacklisted altogether. For many, the risk simply isn't worth it.
Oh, man, I just had like a 3.5-hour cry.
But Musk, ever the provocateur, seems determined to challenge this culture of silence. His October 7, 2024 interview with Tucker Carlson delved deeper into the issue. If Trump wins, Musk said, that client list is going to become public, and some of the billionaires backing Kamala are terrified of that. Musk's comment wasn't just about Diddy. It was a broader critique of the elite circles that have shielded questionable behavior for years. By linking Diddy to Jeffrey Epstein, Musk reignited the conversation about the shadowy networks that operate behind the scenes, manipulating power and influence for their own gain. Epstein's name alone is enough to send shivers down the spine of anyone familiar with his operations. The financier's ability to cultivate relationships with some of the world's most powerful individuals was both his greatest strength and his most sinister weapon. His alleged blackmail network, which reportedly involved compromising material on high-profile figures, ensured that his influence extended far beyond his immediate circle. Musk claimed that there could be thousands of hours of footage tying Diddy to Epstein suggests that these networks are far more extensive than previously imagined. It raises the question, how many people are implicated and how deep does this rabbit hole go?
The 90s?
Music business? It's a lot of people.
It's not just the music business. It's like, it's the extortion business.
Well, I mean, the rap game was crazy. That's a thing a lot of people don't realize is like, back in the day, especially like early rap game, you weren't just going to play at, what's the random theater that you would play in LA? What's
particularly chilling is the idea that this footage, if it exists, could expose not just individual actions but systemic corruption. The notion of thousands of hours implies a level of organization and premeditation that is hard to fathom. It suggests that these weren't isolated incidents, but part of a larger operation designed to exploit and manipulate for personal gain. And while Musk's tweet stops short of providing concrete evidence, the mere suggestion is enough to send shockwaves through the worlds of entertainment, business, and politics. But Musk's actions aren't without their critics. Some argue that his comments are less about exposing the truth and more about protecting his own interests. By distancing himself from Diddy and drawing attention to these allegations, Musk could be attempting to insulate himself from potential fallout. After all, his relationship with Diddy wasn't just personal, it was professional. Diddy's investment in X ties Musk to the rapper in ways that are difficult to ignore. By taking a public stance against Diddy, Musk may be trying to rewrite the narrative, positioning himself as a whistleblower rather than a complicit bystander.
As far as, is he going to turn people in? Is he going to cooperate? If the federal government wants him to cooperate and they're going to cut his time, because right now he's looking at 15 to life. With all the charges he won't get out till 70 years old. He about 70, that's when they start talking about letting him come to a halfway house.
This calculated approach is classic Musk. The tech mogul has built his brand on being a disruptor, someone unafraid to challenge the status quo, whether it's taking on traditional automakers with Tesla or pushing the boundaries of space exploration with SpaceX. Musk thrives on controversy and confrontation. His latest comments about Diddy and Epstein fit neatly into this pattern. By framing himself as someone willing to speak out against the elites, Musk reinforces his image as a maverick, a role that has endeared him to millions of fans, but also earned him countless detractors. The question now is whether Musk's comments will lead to meaningful change, or if they're simply another chapter in the ongoing drama of elite power struggles. Hollywood's silence, the allegations against Diddy, and the broader implications of Epstein's network all point to a culture that prioritizes self-preservation over accountability. Musk's willingness to challenge this culture is commendable, but it also raises questions about his motives. Is he genuinely trying to expose the truth, or is he using these controversies to further his own agenda?
Responsibility for what he did as an individual. Sean is the one who pulled that gun out. Sean is the one who shot. So he has to take responsibility for that. He put that gun back in his...
As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear. The stakes couldn't be higher. For Diddy, the allegations represent not just a legal battle, but a fight for his legacy. For Musk, his comments could either cement his status as a truth teller or expose him as a manipulator. And for Hollywood, the silence speaks volumes. The world is watching, and the pressure to address these issues is only growing.
Jay-Z got his put by his sister-in-law on camera. What's her name? Solange. You got it after. The feds ain't step in and do nothing. The feds don't care about you getting your whooped.
In the end, the truth may be more complex than anyone realizes. The connections between Diddy, Epstein, and Hollywood's elite are a tangled web that may take years to fully unravel. But Musk's tweet has already done one thing. It's forced the world to ask questions that many would prefer to avoid. What happens next is anyone's guess, but one thing is certain. This story is far from over. As the curtain falls on this chapter of Hollywood's never-ending saga, viewers are left with more questions than answers. How deep does the rabbit hole of elite connections and compromising secrets truly go? And is Elon Musk's crusade against the status quo genuine, or is there a hidden agenda at play? The comment section is open and the floor is yours. Share your thoughts, theories, who knows? Perhaps together, the community can shed more light on these murky waters. Until the next bombshell drops, stay curious and keep the conversation going. Goodbye for now.